Producing multiple different sounds seamlessly together can be extremely difficult. Yet Billie and Finneas seem to be able to do it all the time. So let's take a look at how they do just this. By remaking Overheated by Billie Eilish in 1 hour. And if that wasn't enough, let's try and sing the lead vocal live. So let's see how that goes. We've remade the majority of songs off Billie's new album, so subscribe and hit the bell to see the others as well. And as always, you can download the final Logic Pro project for free down below. Stopwatch, 3, 2, 1, go! Let's find the key and the BPM. Key first. I'm overheated, can't be defeated. Key, A flat minor. Let's find the BPM by clicking along to the track. But I didn't get a surgery to help out, cause I'm not about to redesign myself now, am I? Ooh, that's hard to say. BPM, 115 and 4/4 time. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Not bad at all. Let's see if we can keep it up. Create new instrument track, ES1 mono. Synth bass, sub bass. And the sub bass follows the chords which are E for 4 bars, and then A flat for 4 bars. So you've E major and A flat minor, the 2 chords for the full piece. Grab those, cue to quantize, functions, MIDI transform, and fix the velocity because we want our low frequencies to be controlled. We can EQ that sub bass, low cut below 20, and then we'll high cut at 200 for the minute. We might change that. Command or to duplicate the sub bass. Option C, open up the colors, color it red. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's keep this up. We're flying today. New software instrument, great. You can use any drum machine, but I'm going to use battery 4. I'll go to my user samples and drag in the count kick. Lovely. And the kick rhythm sounds like da 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 da. Nice. Take the 2 bars that were mostly in time. Command A to select them all. Cue to quantize. I really like how the velocities grow in this one. Hold down Option, click and drag across. So we've duplicated that MIDI. Command or, and we have the perfect kick. And let's make sure we put in this bar of rest here before the chorus. Lovely. Bring down the strength to quantize a tiny bit. More humanness. Sub bass track. Click on sub bass. Open up our dynamics. Compressor, mono. Go to the top right, sidechain. We're going to go to instrument and select our kick. Now anytime the kick hits, it'll dip the volume of the sub bass. Nice, and now it's dipping and working together. 10 minutes, 35 seconds. We just lost all the time we gained from the start. Command D to the kick track. Open up battery. I'm going to drag in the count snare. I'm going to bring up its tuning a little bit. And the snare sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cue to quantize. The snare is on the 3 in the first bar and the 3E and A of the second bar. And that repeats. Let's throw a tiny bit of reverb, long reverb, some short reverb as well. And when we have the 2 snares beside each other, make sure the first one is a lower velocity than the second. Ba, ba. Oh, that's perfect. Command D to make 1 more snare. This snare happens on the 3. 1, 2, 3. Fix the velocity, and we have to put reverb on the track. Sound toys, little plate, and this snare is going to have a huge outburst of reverb. Nice, and duplicate that across. Command or. Command S to save. 18 minutes, 22 seconds. All right, not too bad. Think we're back on track, hopefully. Let's open up Alchemy. Let's go to leads, simple. Oddity sounds pretty cool. Turn on the delay, turn on the cutoff, no glide. That's not far off. Let's go with it. That's called oddity. It is a little bit off. And the synth sounds like. Oh wow, that sounded so out of time. Definitely going to blame the latency for that one. You can see all the notes there at least. So I'm going to have to quantize those functions, MIDI transform, and fix note length so they don't glide into each other. Command or to duplicate it into the chorus and get rid of that bar there before the chorus. Sound toys and little alter boy. The sound is sounding a bit too clean. Let's make it a little bit more interesting by turning down the format a little bit. Bring the mix maybe 40% or so and a bit of drive just to give it a bit of extra texture. And let's change a few of those notes just before the chorus. I think it stays around the E flat, A flat, D. Yeah, so much better. And that little alter boy is making a huge difference as well, just to make it a little bit weird and interesting like it is in the track. 28 minutes, 40 seconds. These sounds are so difficult. Billie and Finneas don't make it easy for us, do they? But wow, does it sound good. Create new software instrument. How about jazz organ? And that can be our chord texture. So let's record in the chords. E. And hold the E all the way to the A flat minor. Select quaterno and cue to quantize. Shift backslash shorten to have those chords elongate to each other so they're legato. We'll also fix velocity, keep our texture nice and steady. We can low cut to get out of the way of the bass, put some of our room reverbs on it, our short and our long. We can also auto filter, modulation, tremolo, stereo, and give it a nice tremolo effect. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Command or duplicate it across and cut off our bar before the chorus. Option C, a blue color. We're moving along the spectrum as we go. 36 minutes, 59 seconds. Well, we've got a few things left. Oh, time's running out. Software instrument, native instruments, contact, stereo. Let's use Exhale, a vocal simulator from Output. Snowflakes doesn't sound too far off. This is so cool. So we've a light hum and a breathy ah. And that sounds like with a pitch bend. E in G sharp. then E, D sharp and B flat. 40-50% quantize. That's so cool. Put on our reverbs and let's EQ, tiny bit of low out and maybe some highs out. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 8.5K. One more thing just to make it a little bit more messed up. XLN audio, retro color, or C20. To give it something a bit interesting. A little bit of white noise as well. And I'm liking what the wobble is doing. It's pretty cool. That's so cool. Wow, love it. Option C, darker blue. Command S to save. 48 minutes, 22 seconds. Okay, we're nearly out of time. The vocals are going to be a rush. Command D, the snare. Open up battery. User samples. Let's use this hi-hat. And in the verse... I think it's too fast to play in. So it's a 16-0 pattern with the 1 and the 3 not being played. Put your cursor to the top right of the MIDI and drag across. And the great thing about that is the more velocity change in this MIDI, the more it can feel like ba 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 ba, and it really gives it movement. That's so much better already. I love it. 50 minutes, 45 seconds. Great new track, drummer track, and a trick we've done a lot of the times. Drag that MIDI file to the chorus. We get rid of the kick and the snare, so it's only the hi-hat playing, and the hi-hat's going to play a 16-beat rhythm, just like that. But we're also going to put a compressor on it that sidechains to the kick, and that gives it way more groove. So much more groovy. Name them hi-hats. Hi-hat A, hi-hat B. The groove. Nice. Love it. 52 minutes, 37 seconds. Okay, hi-hats were fast. Now, the moment we've been all waiting for, the vocals. I've got our AKG 414. The verse harmony sounds like, this is the right thing to do. I think that's it. I'm going to pitch correct those notes and turn down the vibrato a tiny bit. It'll make them sound a little bit electronic, but that's okay for the BVs. And out the other side. Just like the rest of you. Nice. Whether it's right or wrong, I sang the same thing twice, and that's always good. So flex pitch and tune these. So let's make a bus 31, which is mono, and panned 25 left, and then a bus 32, which is the exact same thing, but to the other side. Copy across the reverb channel for the long reverb to both of those. The vocal that's panned to the left has reverb on the right, and then vice versa to the vocal on the right, reverb on the left. And that way we're gonna have a really nice thickness to our BVs. This is the right thing to do. Perfect. 55 minutes, 45 seconds. Now in the chorus, we've got doubles to the lead vocal. Out the left side first. I'm overheated, can't be defeated. I'm going to get rid of the last one and leave that for the lead vocal. Out the other side. Can't be deleted, can't be repeated. 58 minutes, 35 seconds. In the chorus, let's sing a double down the octave. I'm overheated, can't be defeated. That's it. I'm going to change one last thing. Option C, give them colors. Command S to save. And that's time. This track is so cool. So many different and difficult sounds. But I think we did okay. Right, guys? Billie and Finneas never miss. And if you'd like to learn more about music making, why not check out the Music Creative Podcast, which has loads more tips for you guys. Whether that's how to start making music, how to promote your music on social media, or even how to release your first album. I really think you'll find some valuable information in there. And a big shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. I really appreciate your support. Thank you, guys. All right, we sing the lead vocal live. Or to be rude not to. Here we go. Did you really think this is the right thing to do? Isn't news to who that I really love just like the rest of you? I'm overheated, can't be defeated, can't be deleted, can't believe it. I'm overheated, can't be defeated, can't be deleted, can't be repeated. I'm overheated. Yeah. Woo! That was a really tough one. If you'd like to see more breakdowns of Billie's new album, well, this video is a really good place to start. It should have even more tips than this one. That I can guarantee. Go on, click it. Hard to be rude not to.